Back with another edition of SVG SportsTech On Demand, taking you around the world of live sports video production technology. And we're really excited to talk about the topic of storage here. It's become so crucial over the years as files have gotten bigger and projects have gotten bigger and the digital world has taken over. So we are really excited to talk to Adrian Herrera, who is product marketing principal for object storage for the company DataCore. Adrian's wonderful to see you. How you doing, sir?
Doing great, Brandon. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I would love to talk to you about how that concept of object storage has maybe evolved, especially over the last 12 to 13 months or so. I mean, look, us here at SVG, we've been tracking and following the storage side of the industry since day one. So I'm kind of curious how, outside of just the genuine organic growth that you usually see in this field, how have you seen the concept of storage evolve maybe since the pandemic broke out?
Yeah, absolutely. Storage has always been critical to sports video workflows. And what the biggest change I think that we've seen that everyone's facing is this need to enable distributed workflows. Mm-hmm. And I think for that, a lot of people are going straight to the cloud for the obvious reasons, right? They can go ahead and access data to the cloud, push different workflows to the cloud. But I think what we're seeing in the storage space is it's not always the most economical place to put your archives, your mm-hmm. data. Data compounds, your video files compound, all your project files compound, and you don't really delete those. You want to keep them forever and access them. I think that's another thing that has happened recently is repurposing content and reusing content. So all of this, there are options. You don't always need to go to the cloud. And I think that's the biggest change that we've seen is organizations accelerating their cloud strategy, but not always doing the full analysis on whether they should be doing things in the cloud. I think it was this necessity to make things remotely accessible. And now that we're kind of exiting the pandemic and in a lot of different regions, I think some regions around the world are still facing some pretty significant issues. But now that we're exiting the pandemic, I think organizations really need to take a solid look at, okay, which workflows really belong in the cloud and which ones can I bring in-house? And here at DataCore, I mean, we think that the storage workflows, the storage function can definitely be brought in-house in a more economical way than the cloud.
Sure. I think that's a fascinating point for you to bring up because, we saw so many. I mean, the cloud, it's been a buzzword for seemingly forever in this side of the business. But boy, was that where a lot of people pointed to the second they realized they might be working from home for a long time. So it's a really interesting point to think about it more comprehensively. I know it was a big thing for you guys that's happened over the past year was that DataCore as a company acquired Caringo, which, of course, we knew that company very well. And it kind of puts you guys in a new, interesting position in terms of how it impacts your space in the sports video production industry in general. So I'm wondering what that acquisition has been like, what it's been like being a part of DataCore, and how does it change what you guys do?
Well, absolutely. So at Caringo, just to refresh everyone's memory, we focused on object storage, and object storage is really what enables cloud storage, private cloud storage. It's an accessible way to store your archives. So anytime you need to keep your videos and project files instantly accessible over the web, you use object storage. The DataCore focuses more on software-defined storage. It's a higher level, higher categorization of storage. So you install storage software on commodity servers, and you create a massively scalable pool of storage, not just in the object storage world, but also in the block-based and file-based storage world. So DataCore has three products. Sand Symphony, which focuses on block, vFilo, which focuses on file, and now Swarm, which focuses on object, and it's all software defined. So from an overall sports video perspective, we can now support the high performance workflows, like the production workflows, anytime you need low latency or high transaction workflow support from a block level solution, storage solution, all the way through collaboration with vFilo, where you need kind of file locking and need to be able to organize and categorize and search over heterogeneous storage solutions, NAS storage solutions, down to what Caringo is always focused on, making archives instantly accessible, searchable, being able to enable video on demand solutions and that kind of thing. So now, because of this acquisition, it just broadens the software and the value that we bring to the sports video world. So we can do a lot more now under the DataCore umbrella.
Yeah, for sure. Adrian, I'm curious for those in the audience who are maybe interested in your products in the field and out there being used. Who are some sports clients that you guys have had some success with?
Yeah, we can't use specific names, but we have clients in Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer. In Europe, we are being used by NEP to broadcast Premier League and other kind of sports, Fox Sports actually. So we are used worldwide and globally. And it's really anytime these organizations need to keep their archives and their videos instantly accessible. Mm-hmm. So for instance, in the MLS use case, it's not just what's recorded and broadcasted, it's also the training videos, the things that they're doing with their farm system coming up and the videos that they shoot that they want to share with not only the coaches, but also ownership. They're able to keep all of those videos online and accessible via their archive. So they don't need to use an expensive CDN or that type of solution. They can just go ahead and shoot these videos, store them in the archive, send links to whoever they need to send links to. And that we're really seeing that same use case in Major League Baseball and also other leagues around the world.
Well, the evolution of storage in the sports video production world always been a sneaky, fun, and constantly changing side of the business that's always been cool for us to track. And Adrian, we appreciate what you and the company have been doing over the past handful of months to help keep these workflows up and running for sports broadcasters. So thanks so much for that. And thanks so much for taking the time today and sharing what's up with you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. Glad to be here.
He is Adrian Herrera. He's product marketing principal, object storage for DataCore. Definitely check out what they are up to. We dropped his email address in there. So if any questions, especially when it comes to supplementing the cloud, certainly hit him up. In the meantime, definitely check out some of the rest of our SVG SportsTech On Demand videos. You can do all that right now over at the site on sportsvideo.org.